any activity, while it's satisfying, it's also not fully completing us. It feels like there's still some piece which is incomplete. So we think maybe it's food. I just need some good food. And sometimes food is not good enough. Maybe I need food with the right company. So maybe a great person to have dinner with, that'll do it. And we try that. And it feels good. And at the same time, it's not fully satisfying. And this is nothing new, right? You and I have been through this hundreds, thousands, millions of times. And we've started kind of noticing it. And you might think it's very obvious, but if you look at the vast majority of people, it's not obvious, apparently. Because it's evident if you just observe a person and see what they do all day long, and see what they think all day long, and you see what they vibrate all day long. That tells you what's going on with them. And that, if you notice, what you see is that they are still betting on these things. They're still betting on, I'm going to save up enough money, I'm going to get that really cool car I've been dreaming about, and that will satisfy me. Or maybe if I'm lucky, I'll just meet this amazing person, and that'll be so good. That's it. That'll do it. Etc., etc. Or this amazing vacation, or this amazing job. We are constantly betting on that. And the fact that we're betting on that reveals, doesn't matter what we say, it reveals where we're really at. Some of us might be focused on accomplishments. We might think, I'm climbing up the corporate ladder, and boy, if I couple more rungs up the ladder, I'll be, in the C-level executive suite, and I'm going to be doing good. If I'm lucky, maybe even an executive jet. So that'll be it. And again, that too, once you get there, you find out is not quite it. So this simple insight, if you really get it, it'll save you enormous amount of time, energy, resources, and frustration, right? Frustration. Boy, because every time we get something and it doesn't do it, we feel like, oh boy, I spent the last 2 years getting this, now I got it, it was great for 5 minutes, now I just feel tired. That's what's left over. That's the takeaway. After all this running around, I'm just tired. And some days I look at the mirror, I'm like, I'm old and tired, not just tired. And where is all this going? It's like, where is it going? So initially it feels a bit depressing because we've been chasing the wrong thing. But actually it's a remarkable insight if you truly get it. If you truly let it in, it will completely change your life, because as soon as you get that, you are not going to chase the million things that the world is after. Just like that, you won't chase it anymore. It doesn't mean you won't get out of bed. This is a common, people think, well, then I won't do anything. No, you will actually start living for the first time. Instead of living for this and that, you will live for something much grander. It's just that you're not used to it. You're used to, oh, I got to get to my job, I got to do well, I got to do this, I got to do that, so I'll get up in the morning. But once that goes away, there's a little bit of an undefined state. You feel a little lost, a little confused. I'm not sure what's going on. I feel disoriented. I feel unmotivated. Is this what spiritual life is all about? I mean, I'm interested in that, but I don't feel like I have anything. And now I feel the world, I'm kind of losing interest in that. I'm not doing so great there because I'm losing interest. And here on the other side, it's like this vast unknown, this whole spiritual stuff. It's like, what is it? It's hard to say what it's all about. So we feel somewhere in between and we feel confused and lost. But actually we're not. Actually we're not. And this is what I want to mention at the outset, that this sense of moving from the known to the unknown is a journey where you are constantly going to feel a bit lost. Because we're used to a mind-based interpretation of reality. So we're used to looking at a situation, sizing it up, analyzing it, figuring it out, and then saying, okay, I know what I want to do. I want to do this, this, and this, and here's my plan, here's my strategy, here's how I'm going to get there. And once I get there, I'm going to celebrate. We're used to this mindset. If you're given this uncharted territory, there's no map, no nothing. And it's not even clear there's a destination, but you know somewhere out there is a destination. And you're like, okay, go for it. There's no marked trails, nothing. You start like feeling you want to get a handle on this. How do I figure this out? So the first takeaway is you can't figure it out. If you keep trying to figure it out, you will still be playing that old game in a space where that doesn't work. So I see this with beginners, and I see this with very advanced people. They're like figuring it out. Where is the marker that says I am 20% there, 50% there, maybe I'm like 90% there. Where is that marker? No markers. No markers. So this is part of the setup. So it's like the whole, it's part of the game when you start on the spiritual journey. And the more quickly you understand it and adapt to it, the more quickly you will do what I'm asking you to do now, which is shift from a mind-centric approach to a heart-centric approach. So the beauty of the heart is it doesn't need a constant orientation. It feels something and it's like, okay, good enough. That feels good. That feels good right now. That's it. That's it. It's not like, well, what's going to happen next? How am I going to go feel good tomorrow? And what about next week? This is all, again, the mind stepping in. And it's saying, well, I want to protect you. I want to guide you. I want to give you security. I want to guarantee your outcome. This is all mind talk. So the heart simply says, this feels good. It softens. And that softening actually takes it deeper. That softening takes it deeper. So this becomes the new way to navigate this territory, where you tell the mind, take it easy, you're a great guy, but just take it easy, take a nap, and you sit in the heart. You sit in the heart and you feel, and you feel, and you feel, and you feel. You just go with that. When you choose light, life becomes increasingly joyful, purposeful, and inspired. I invite you to join me to explore the realms of light, the infinite possibilities that light offers.